Hi there, students. Income, earnings, revenue, profit, yield, and proceeds. These are all financial words talking about cash and money. So let's look at them one at a time and try and find some differences. Well, firstly, your income is the money that you earn by working. Yeah? Um, Okay, so he lives off his income. He gets a good income from his work. But notice, income is a more general word. It talks about everything that you receive. So the income, money from work, maybe you've got some investments, and maybe you were given some money from something. Okay, all of these are income. So the income is all of the money coming in. Yeah. Maybe you buy something, you have a capital gain, you buy something and you sell it for more than you paid for it. Yeah, for example, your house. That would also be income. Okay, now the next one I'm going to look at is revenue. I think revenue I would use for a business. I wouldn't use the word revenue at a person for a person. So the revenue of a company is all of the money or all of the earnings or all of the money that comes in from the main business of the company. So, for example, an oil company, its revenue comes from selling oil, or a hairdresser, the revenue comes from selling from haircuts and washing people's hair. Okay, so the income is general. It's all of the different things, and you can use it for a person as well. It's all the money coming in. Whereas revenue is more for a business, and this is about the main operation of the business. Now, earnings. Okay, earnings and revenue in the context of a business are the same thing. The earnings are all the money that is earned. But also you could use earnings for a person as well. Let's see. His wages are his earnings. Yeah, let's look at this week's earnings. I think maybe an income is more to do with a salary, whereas earnings are to do with a wage if you're talking about specific people. A salary paid monthly, a wage paid daily or weekly. Okay, so for a company, earnings and revenue, the money coming in. Okay, now the next one, profit. Okay, so the profit is the revenue or the earnings, all the money coming in, and then you subtract from that all of the costs. So the profit of this company was £20,000 last year. Okay, so profit, to make a profit, I buy for 10 and I sell for 20, then the profit is 10. But I may have to reduce that for other costs like transport or selling or tax or other different things. Okay, proceeds. Let's see, the proceeds are the amount of money you receive from something. So, for example, you sell a house and an estate agent, a real estate agent in American, an estate agent in British English, sells the house for you, and a lawyer deals with this sale. So maybe the sale price is £100,000, but you have the lawyer's expenses, you may have registration fees, you may have to pay the estate agent, and all of these things are taken out of the original sale price. And what you receive afterwards is the proceeds. Okay, the money that is left. So the proceeds are what you are given. Yes, the auctioneer sold the chair for £100 and then sent me a cheque for the proceeds. Okay, with all the deductions made. So the proceeds, what was left? Okay, what was left afterwards? And then finally, this word, the yield. Well, we use yield in lots of other different ways. Give way. He yielded to pressure. Yeah, but in finance, the yield is the profit made from an investment, the return on investment. So very often this is measured in percentage. So this bond has a yield of 6%. This is the amount of money that it gives you back each year, the profit each year, and that's the yield. But a yield is from an investment. Okay, so wow, what a lot of words. So income, money you earn by working. Yeah, from income, an old English word, an entrance. Yeah, and that clearly comes from come in. Yeah, for example, in Dutch, inkomen, or in German, Einkommen. Yeah, so income. Income. These are, let's see, income. How formal is this? I would probably give it a 6.5 in formality. It's just about on the edge of usable in an informal conversation, but in a business conversation, it's perfect. Okay, earnings. Your earnings are the same as the revenue is all, well, for a company. Is all the money that the company receives. So money from investments, money from dividends, from its main business, from everything. Okay, and those are the earnings. And then maybe you have the gross earnings and the net earnings. You take away the costs. But also for an individual, my earnings, my money earned, my wages, my income. Okay, revenue, this is a much more business word. Okay, the revenue is the money that a company makes or a business makes from its main business. The revenue from the farm is the money that comes in from selling products grown on the farm. Okay, profit. So a profit. I buy for 10 and sell for 20. That's a profit. To make a profit. Oh, wait a second. So earnings. It comes from the verb to, obviously from the verb to earn, which itself comes from Old English earnjan, which is from Proto-West Germanic aranon, meaning to earn. Okay. So yes, let's see. We were with revenue. To revenue. Okay, this comes from French revenu, come back, a return. Yes, which comes from Latin revenire. Let's see, formality of revenue. This is definitely a business word. I don't think I would use it in an informal conversation. Give it a 6.5 in formality. Okay, yes, I was with the profits, wasn't I? So it's the profit is the total money that comes in minus the total money that goes out. That's the profit. That's the amount you make. And then you have proceeds. This is the amount that's left. Well, you can have net proceeds and gross proceeds. The gross proceeds, the total amount of money coming in, the turnover, and the net proceeds, whatever money is left after the expenses have been paid. And then finally, this, so proceeds from this verb to proceed, forward, and seed, I think, is to go or to walk. And finally, yes, the yield. Okay, this is the profit, but from an investment. You invest money and you have a yield from it, particularly the percentage yield of an investment. So, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Income, earnings, revenue, profit, yield, and proceeds.